Long day, money rolls in the pockets of my jeans. Pussy niggas couldn't see me in the dream. Top topic of all of your magazines. Head of the body, leader of the team. Remember, I can get you blocked now, dog. Baby cool with the top shot, dog. I'm connected nationwide, but in the South. Expect you to keep my name out your mouth. I'm the Prince, started, don't get it twisted. Been calling shots, giving for my flows existed. And still find birds for my mom.
Behold, the ancient Uncle Buster's Rub-a-Dub.
One rub awakens the hunger, but two, elemental chaos.
Is that coffee on meat?
It's called Rub-a-Dub, baby.
Hand-blended coffee-based seasoning made for meat, forged in Hodler fire. Upgrade your flavor game. Uncle Buster's Rub-a-Dub, the official rub of legends.
Uncle Buster. Uncle Buster. Let's go, bro. Uncle Buster's Rub-a-Dub. Get some now while you can. What's up?
What up?
Boom.
Bluminati Knights, number 17. It's going quick, man. We're already on 17. Not bad.
Bro, we got special guests here, dude. We got Crypto Tiger. We got Coin Miyamoto. We got Queen Steph. We got Uga. We got Chaps and Nerdy, bro. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Thanks for having us, guys.
What's up, guys?
Welcome
to the moon party.
So, thank you.
This is Bluminati Knights, where we get all up in the memes. Let's go. So
get your meme on.
Yep, we got a special guest here tonight. Go ahead, Steph. Please introduce Tiger.
This is Crypto Tiger. Crypto Tiger is Uga Tiger, part of the Secret Order of Gnosis, the Uga community. He has been here from the beginning. Fantastic community member. Grinds just. He does X spaces. He's on Stone Spaces for co-hosts. He's brought a lot of wealth and knowledge to the community, and he has recently just launched his own NFT collection and a book, children's book about blockchain. And we just wanted to. He's also now an Uga Lab sponsored project, obviously, because he is King Uga Tiger, and just wanted to share what he's doing and introduce him to everybody.
Beautiful.
Well,
Tiger,
thank you. Go ahead.
Go. I was just gonna say, Tiger, go ahead and introduce yourself. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. What's going on, everybody? I don't think I can say anything else. Definitely basically cover my bases. But yeah, I'm glad to be here. Uncle Buster, thank you very much for the invitation. Everybody else in the panel. Just like Stephanie mentioned, I have a project that I recently launched. An NFT project. It's actually it's an emoji-inspired heroes, basically created on XRP Ledger. It's basically a simple and fun way for me to express the ledger to a younger audience. Right? I have kids, and I want to introduce them to what crypto is, but it's a little bit complicated to try to explain to them. So when I found myself in that problem, I basically thought of a solution, and it was to break things down to something that they could understand. And once I found that niche, I started to kind of do some research to see what was out there. And at the time, there was not much out there. So I started to kind of develop this way of talking to my kids so they could understand. And once I saw they were kind of picking it up a little bit, I said, you know what, let me dive in this and kind of put it on a book. I took a short break from that. I joined the Uga community. And then from, I think, a year plus of being there, getting my name out there, this year, I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I went through the process on Amazon Kindle. I launched the first book. I'm currently right now writing the second book and getting the illustration for it so it can come out. But as of right now, the NFTs are out. You guys can actually visit the site. It's xmojis.com to get more information in regards to that. I don't want to take a lot of time of the space going through it all. But if you do, get to the site, I'm sure you're gonna like what you see. If you don't, that's fine as well. But I hope that you enjoy it. And again, this is me leaving something for my kids and thought of sharing it with the world as well.
Oh, that's beautiful. And the website is the Xmojis website?
Xmojis.com. Yeah. And I understand this because after I launched the NFT, I come to a realization that a lot of the people that I'm surrounding myself with, they're a bunch of degents, man. They need some digiting things that they can do, right? They want a token. They want the NFTs. So I said to myself, I'm going to actually give them that as well, right? My main mission and focus is introduce blockchain to a young audience. But in reality, I'm a degenerate at heart myself. So I want to give something to that community as well, right? So I don't have any launch date. I don't have any it's not going to be right now, but anybody who actually owns some of these NFTs are going to get a cut of the actual token, right? A certain percentage is going to go out, and it's going to go to anybody holding these NFTs. Again, there's nothing that we have launched yet. I know that there's a fake one going around, but just to kind of clarify that, I have not launched any tokens yet. And whenever I do, I'm going to announce it on X, and most of you will know.
Hey, Tiger, do you want to talk a little bit about the book and on Amazon and maybe show everybody how they can get the book for the kids? And
yeah, so all you have to do is actually go on Amazon, like Stephanie just mentioned, and type my actual name, Angel Espinal. Actually, it's even easier just to go to the website. There's a link that takes you to it right away. I don't want to really reveal the contents of the book because I want people to genuinely want to read it. And not only that, once they do, and I hope they read it to their kids, so like that they can see kind of what I see, right? What I envision. Because whenever I can get my kids to get that aha moment, I understand this, that's what I liked, right? I in the past I thought helping grown-ups, but there was a saying that somebody told me once, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So I said, I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to go for the younger mind. That's the next generation. There's going to actually benefit from everything that we do today. Everything that we're laying out right now, our future generations are going to benefit from that. And the best way to do that, to kind of help them, is actually to get exposure to what it is that we're doing now in a way that they can understand. So like that, as they grow older, it's something that is already familiar to them and they're not rejecting it, right? Because again, we can all tell this is where our future is going, and who owns the future? Our next generation. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Damn, that's beautiful. Love that.
That is, man.
Well,
Said.
Welcome to Bluminati Knights, Tiger. You're always welcome here. This is beautiful. We also have lots of other bullish stuff going on in the mainstream XRP news, and we're just kind of waiting for all this to happen. I think it's important to really talk about, helping everything in expressing yourself through like memetics and stuff, but also I think it's important to try to talk about what you think memes will do when XRP goes, up and up and up and up and up. And so I think a lot of people kind of that bridge isn't really crossed that much regarding memes. Everybody thinks it's just going to be XRP only. You know what I mean? So maybe we can talk about that. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, sure. I mean, anybody else want to take the mic? I can take a stab at that.
Yeah, no, please, Tiger, please stab at it, and then we'll all talk about it.
Yeah. So for the memes, right? I don't know how long most of you guys been in this industry, but I came in 2017, and that's when the meme maniac was actually just getting started. I was in the ETH memes. I was into Solana meme once Solana came out. And I was able to catch a lot of these memes at our early stages, but like most of you, probably sold too early and didn't get to reap all the benefits. But before I actually got into that, I didn't see meme as a way of investment, right? I just put basically most of my money in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And once XRP was out and XRP, but I actually didn't see meme. In my head, it was a negative thing towards meme until 2021 happened. Once that opened my eyes. I think I was one of the first buyers on Ponki, on Pepe, including Shiba. Like I was one of the first on, like I like to look at charts. So if you look at chart on a daily time frame, at the beginning of the chart, I was actually trading it, right? In and out. And I didn't know what I was doing at the time, because if I knew, I would have held most of everything and I would have been all set right now. But yeah, meme coins right now, they're at that stage. It's at the beginning stage. Most people don't understand what's about to happen. But once that liquidity starts to flow into, especially XRP, everything is going to trickle down to every other meme that is there, even if they're not building anything. Because back in the days, I'm sorry, I'm taking a long time, but back in the days, most memes, they didn't want to build anything. They didn't want to, they were just pure memes. So they launch whatever. Nowadays, you have most of these memes that are coming out, they want to build something, or they're promising. Some of them are actually already doing it. And that right there, it's a complete change of what was happening then, which I think that's going to help propel us to the levels that we're going to end up going.
Oh, damn. That's beautiful. Yeah, there's a big contention between, the hodler community and then the degen community, and it's always been one of those things where the gap is hard to bridge, but this show helps do it. You know what I mean? We bring a lot of hodlers onto here. We bring a lot of people that have been just longtime XRP holders, and then also integrating with like Uga, and then talking with like Queen Steph and SOG, and learning that there's all this kind of folklore and cool
Rich
shit
Duck.
out there. Yeah, Rich Ducks. Bagman introduced that years ago. There's lots of meme activity on the XRP ledger, and it's one of those things where I think that it's important to talk about the fundamentals of it, from time to time. So please go ahead.
I met Tiger in the trenches, just like with all the Uga trenches, and you know how I used to be, guys. I was so nervous. I talked fast. I sounded like a lunatic. And Crypto Tiger really coached me. He would jump in the Discord and say, slow down, Steph. Don't talk so much. And he has been a huge mentor for me in this space. And I'm honored to be up here with him, to be honest with you. He's really made a big impact on me. So, Tiger, thank you for everything that you do, man. And, you got a whole hour. It's not a shill space. You talk about whatever you want to talk about, King. This is about memes. This is a way to introduce the hodlers, because that's what we've been on the YouTube side for the last 3 years, is hodl strong, hodl strong, hodl strong. And now, why would they want to start buying memes when they got all this XRP? And we're trying to educate them on tokenized communities. What's your thoughts on all that?
Well, how, man, it takes a level of craziness. It takes a level. I don't know if I'm even supposed to say the word, but it's a coin called Retardio coin, right? It takes a level in your head that needs to switch off and say, you know what, I'm going to take X percentage of my hodl bag, right? A percentage that I'm okay with risking, and I'm going to go all in on something that I believe, right? I wouldn't say just throw it at anything, but actually spend some time going into these different spaces where you can actually meet the people behind the meme, right? Because there's a lot of spaces that are happening. And while this is happening, you can actually pick up on the people that are talking and really listen to the message that they're trying to put out there. Because once you find that community that you connect with, that you actually link up with, you're actually going to be able to safely say, I'm going to put 1% or 0.5% of X amount to see where this goes, right? Once you put that out there, just write it off, right? Forget about it. Because right now we're in the early stages. You don't want to sell too early, or if you are going down or in price or whatever the case might be, you don't want to actually sell at a loss. Because again, like I said earlier, most of these tokens are going to do really good numbers because they're in the lowest stage of the liquidity inflow that we're expecting. right? But in reality, again, just to kind of get out of that mentality, is you have to set yourself with a small percentage of what you actually hold that you want to risk, right? Because there's a lot of risks, but it's also a lot of rewards once you do this. That's about it.
You made a
Beautiful.
good point. You know, I look at my wallet and my memes are my multipliers right now. My XRP is going up, but everything else is going up too. And I mean, it's literally been a multiplier for me right now. And it's like, I don't want to lick any ice cream right now, man, because my UGA's going up, my Bluminati, everything's going up with XRP. And, but you just got to find the right place. You did say that. That's a very good point. Coin, you want to add something?
Yeah, and adding to that, when we started, we weren't like so sure about how the memes and the XRP worked as the exchange, right? So not all of us knew about the AMMs, how they worked and stuff. So we thought we were selling our XRP to buy meme coins, but in reality, it's the same asset. The only thing that changes is the branding of the asset, right? It's XRP was built for institutions to move liquidity. So Chase Bank wants to create a Chase Bank coin. It's not going to be another coin apart from XRP. It's just going to be XRP white label as Chase Bank. And the same things happens for any institution that wants to create their own currency. So it happens the same way with the memes, where that's why we got the AMMs, because what it happens is that you got a level of, in the pool, you got a certain amount of XRP and a certain amount of the tokens, right? The asset that it's basically collateral with the XRP. So when the asset goes down, it needs, people sell, price goes down, so it needs to level up. And that's why we got the auto pools, right? The automatic market making. So you don't swap, I mean, you don't sell your XRP to get into the memes. You basically are exchanging what the branding on top of the XRP that you're holding is. So that's something that it's very different from Solana, where it is smart contract. So basically it becomes a separate currency. So it doesn't pump with the price. What it happens is that the narrative and the sentiment on the chain goes up. So people invest into the asset. On XRP, if XRP price goes up, that XRP value that it's on the pool, it's the same value. Like XRP goes to $15, the meme coin has a pool tied with XRP. So the value of that pool will go up. So it will continuously push the price of the meme coin up. So it's directly tied to your XRP, basically. Like you're not selling and getting into another asset or something. So that's one of the tweets that David Schwartz posted, where if you want to, risk some XRP, risk some money, because at the end of the day, they can pull out those pools, right? Like they can sell, like anybody can sell if they have massive supply, and it will dump the price. But at the same time, if you're like, you trust in a project, like for example, Bluminati, UGA, it's a safe bet because nobody's going to do some shady stuff. So what it's going to happen is your XRP is there. At the same time, your XRP is going up because XRP is pumping, meaning your XRP is basically multiplying because there's more value in the pool, meaning the market cap is higher.
Ooh-wee. That's beautiful.
So, I don't have like that. The question I guess I have for you, Coin, is, at some point, is that like, XRP price is going to be so high that might be like, the only entryway to get more XRP, or XRP might be scarce, right? So within the is there some truth to what I'm saying, or am I just
that's why people hedge it. For example, you got a pool, right? It can be XRP, RLUSD, Bluminati, and XRP. When the price of XRP goes up, you can literally pull out tokens, and the same way otherwise. So where when the XRP, and this is like some straight up pool management thing, so not everybody's gonna do this, but let's say you have a pool with RLUSD. When the price of XRP goes up, you'll printing basically RLUSD. If the price of XRP goes down, you can pull out XRP, because it's always going to balance the amount. That's what impermanent loss means. You put $1,000 on a pool that it's RLUSD x XRP. It means that you're always going to have $1,000, but what it changes is the amount that you can pull out. So XRP goes up in value, you pull out RLUSD. XRP goes down in value, you pull out XRP, and you're printing both ways. So it's literally, when they mention a level playing field for us average Joes, that's the way. It's AMMs.
Ooh,
That's
wee.
that's actually a damn good hedge, man.
Ooh.
The RLUSD thing. I haven't done that yet, but yeah, that's pretty damn good right there.
And I explain
Purdy?
ROU because it's easier, right? Like, but you can do it with any asset on top of the ledger.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand is leveraging all of that, AMMs and understanding all that. Like it's very risky for the average hodler. I've been a hodler for the whole time, the entire time. But my introduction to memetics and getting into this, like, you know, it has been from you guys, and it's fucking beautiful. You know what I mean? And what you guys have created is fantastic. Sorry, go ahead.
I was the hodler mentality too, though. I was I didn't understand the AMMs at all. And then I think after First Ledger came out, I started learning more about it. I was like, oh shit, this shit ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because I had it in my head, bro. But I was like Crypto Tiger, man. I still got my bag of sheep. You know, I got them, the old school ones, man. And but yeah, and then, you know, the RLUSD thing, that's just like another level of.
I just wanted to add, right? For sorry, Buster, for anybody that is actually watching this and listening to what Coin's saying and is going in one ear and out the other, don't feel bad, because a lot of the times these things are not taught out there, and the only way that you can actually learn it is by visiting these type of spaces that people are holding in XRP, or going to this community like the Uber community, right? Whenever we actually go in there, we try to teach our community how to be a good market participant, how to actually play with the AMM pools, because we understand that if you don't have the knowledge, you're going to end up losing money going into things that you don't understand, right? Because somebody can launch a token with $1,000 worth of liquidity, or $5,000 of liquidity, and if you don't understand what that means, you know, that can actually hurt your pocket, because once you start putting in money into something that is $1,000 and things just go up 20, 30, 40, 100%, you think, oh my God, I'm making all this money. But once you go pull it out, you actually pull out $50, right? And that's because the actual AMM pool is actually a lot smaller in the liquidity, so you end up losing on that trade. So again, there's a lot of things that you might not understand right away, but the more you show up, the more you actually visit these communities, you're going to start to get that knowledge. It doesn't come overnight, because it didn't for me, and I'm sure it's not going to do it for everybody else. So I think the key thing here is actually be persistent on what you want and what you actually want to learn, so you can benefit from the market. And again, I know I said this earlier, we are in the early stages. This is where you focus. This is where you actually sit down and start analyzing things before you act. This is not throw money and it's going to grow anywhere. No. This is the time that you want to focus on the communities that you actually want to be in, a part of, and learn what they're teaching you, so like that you can benefit from the market once the masses start to come in.
You know, Tiger made a really good point. You know, at the very beginning, when we were all in these trenches together, we didn't know what we were doing. And the Ugas got together, and we got in these Discords, and we created the rewards token to teach people how to use these pools and how to manage the liquidity pools, and got rewarded by doing it. So for me, it's when I double side, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I take whatever UGA I have and XRP, and I put it in these pools, and I would get a reward in the Gnosis token. I mean, it really, I mean, I've learned a lot. And the Discord I dropped the link for the Discord. You guys, don't be shy. We didn't know what we were doing. Anybody can jump in there at any time. We're in there all 24/7 in one of the voice chats. Just jump in and say, all right, how do I do this? And anybody will teach you. And there's things that I don't know. Like there's something I'm dying to learn, is how to take the LP tokens out and get my rewards there. I'm not there yet, so I don't touch it, because I don't want to screw anything up. But I know there's ways to do this. But I'm learning as we go. And when I'm ready, there's going to be somebody to show me how to do it.
Ooh, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer, he wants to know, where can you mint NFTs? Dahmer dudes, anyone? Well, we don't have Dahmer dudes set up, but we have Berserker Babes. So let's go ahead and run this.
From the early days of the XRP ledger comes a rare collection that captures the bold spirit of crypto's pioneers. Introducing Berserker Babes, 200 unique digital beauties from the original XLS 14D era. Each babe comes with her own style, attitude, and rare traits, from cyberpunk vibes to 8-bit titties. These aren't just NFTs, they're digital artifacts from XRP history. Limited to just 200 pieces, each Berserker Babe is one of a kind, verifiably rare, and waiting for her forever home on the blockchain, minting exclusively on XRP Cafe. Own a piece of XRPL history before they're gone forever. Berserker Babes, bold, badass, XRP Ledger.
Ooh-wee.
So
We're
I
gonna
dropped,
go ahead. We're
I
gonna
dropped
run.
the link. I dropped the link for XRP Cafe in the chat as well, you guys. If you want to go, you need to link your Zaman wallet to it. You can pick up an Uga, you can pick up a Berserker Babe, you can pick up X emoji. I mean, there's some really good NFTs that all of us are involved in. So I dropped the link because that's where Dahmer needs to go. Go ahead.
Well, if you guys want to go also you can go at XRP Cafe and pick up your NFTs and everything. And also put hashtag Berserker Babes in the chat for your chance to win your very own genuine Berserker Babe with 8-bit titties. So let's go.
We'll
So
see
there
how
you
many get that one wrong. BRZ RKR. BRZ RKR.
Yeah, I can
Babe.
Nerdy, we
Just-
cut you off earlier,
Yeah, I
Nerdy.
meant to say that too. Hello, Nerdy.
Hello. Ooh.
He didn't want to talk to you anyway.
I know, right?
Now he's like, fuck you guys, man.
Yes, in lower levels, right. We do have the Blugas that give you the rewards with the Uga, the Rich Duck, and the Bluminati, which I apologize. I've been having some issues trying to figure out this airdrop because it is 3 tokens and one of them has a multiplier. And when you do get it, it's going to be a big one. Just so anybody that's holding.
We had to rob the bank to get the rewards going.
So straight up. Hey, Coin. So on the RLUSD, would it be a good time to get in like when XRP hits like a high? If you want to collect XRP, or does it not matter? Like, because if you got in, let's say XRP pushed up to like 420, and then I got in a RLUSD pool. As XRP comes down, they got to feed the pool more XRP, right?
So yeah, the pool needs to balance with the USD. I mean RUSD. So the magic is it doesn't matter when you get in. What it matters is how you play it, right? So you put it now. It's a 355 goes to 450. Then you want to pull out RLUSD, and you can get in again with the RLUSD, and then wait for it to come down, and then you pull out XRP.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but
That's
like
pretty smooth.
the magic thing is that it doesn't matter when you get in because it's gonna come down and it's gonna go up. So it's the play that you do.
Beautiful. You guys are amazing for explaining this, because if you're new here, guys, this is a channel not a channel, but this is a specific show that has to do with the meme tokens that are on the XRP ledger regarding what and also NFTs going on the XRP ledger. So if you're new here and you don't know what this show is about, it's literally about all of our ecosystem here in the meme world on XRP ledger. Here's a little commercial regarding Bluminati token. Here we go. See, there we go. Yep. You get it on First Ledger and all kinds of different marketplaces. Go ahead.
Shout out to Crypto G, man. I haven't seen that one in a while. That was one of the original videos for Bluminati, man. Crypto G.
Hell yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, we got another trailer here too. It's a little like cell phone format. So here we go.
Welcome to the party. This a moon party. Hey, this a moon party. Hey, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
You guys can get those coins on XP Market. You can get them on First Ledger. You know, if you know what you're doing, you can swap them for some cool shit in the decks. You got to set the trust lines. So that just a refresh for the new people.
Well,
So
I dropped the link for X Magnetic. That's the one. If you are going to participate in the AMM pools, we definitely recommend X Magnetic. So I dropped the link for Bluminati and X Magnetic. And you know, the cool thing about we talk, why would you want to hold one of our tokens, and why do we do this? It's because you're becoming part of a tokenized community. You know, this is some, you know, that if we're talking about these multipliers and all this other good stuff, you know, Buster's not going anywhere. You know, Uga's not going anywhere. You know, so this is a way Buster creating Bluminati was to help give back to the community, to educate the community. And what do you think, Buster? You think it's been easier or harder than what you ever expected to do?
Definitely harder because I'm almost 8 years in crypto, and you know, I felt like I knew quite a bit. And then once First Ledger came out and I start getting on X, you know, I never really got on X like that before. I've been in maybe 2 spaces, and then I realized I didn't know much. I had a lot to learn, you know. So I mean, it was like 4 months, like crash course, you know. And I'm still learning more on the AMMs, but I mean, that's, you know, sort of how the show evolved, because we do. I'm a natural hodler, man, but you know, you start opening the tools up and just learn more. But yeah, and it's also something that smaller scale that, you know, we're building versus, you know, just what the bigwigs are doing with XRP and what they're lining up with Ripple and all this. And this is something more select, you know, people, you know, it's almost like the local community within, you know, the ledger. But yeah, I mean, it keeps you busy.
Can I go on real quick?
Yeah.
run it.
We talked about Uga Labs, but
Your
on
mic-
Bluminati Knights,
Mike.
hold on, Steph. On Bluminati Knights, we have to talk about the Bluminati crew and what we're doing over here. This is what's going down. Okay,
Run it.
Run it, nerdy.
with your backend solution, brought to you by NerdyX Lab in cooperation with Bluminati, we are building the most user-friendly platform for e-commerce. This is just a little sprinkle on the dinkle right here. That's all you guys get. That's all you guys get. But Bluminati is going to do really big things, because I just discovered hooks, and hooks make my life wonderful. So we're going to do some big things with the HOW network as well. Not just the XRP ledger, so also the HOW. Also Evernode. People are sleeping on Evernode. Evernode is freaking fire. So we're going to be doing some amazing things here at Bluminati. So stay tuned for us in the castle, and then jungle that surround us, Uga Labs, together. All 3 of us are building something special. Stay tuned.
And this
Nerdy.
man right here,
Nerdy.
shout out to XRP Bag, said, "What's up, good glitches?"
What's up, Baggy?
You're
Bagman.
Rich-
Mike,
Bagman, the Moon Commander. Moon Commander Bags. Let's go.
you know,
Nerdy, your gain's hella high, bro. Turn your gain down and I'll crank you up.
Yeah, a
on
little
this.
bit.
Get
that's
you
all I was saying.
crispy.
Is this better?
Hold on. Turn the gain down. Did you do it?
Oh shit! Sorry.
Turn the gain down a little bit. Then
You
I'll
sound lower though. It does sound a little better.
I'll crank him if he turns the gain down.
Can you hear me now? 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 Can you hear me now?
Shut up, Stephanie. I want to
Right
talk.
there.
You sound like ass.
Oh.
Right there.
Just ass or asshole?
Ass or asshole, because Zerker wants to bleach the whole hole and keep it nice and shiny for the lady.
You gotta sun that butthole. Let's go.
Yeah.
But you know, nerdy, you made some really, really good points. I am a huge fan of Evernode as well. I have been really trying to get Chaps and Coin to start looking into Evernode and web hosting and stuff like that. So yeah, man, this is what it's all about. Nerdy's just gone down the Evernode rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And now he can educate us. You know.
Well, here's the thing, okay? I'm a really big fan of We'd Say. I'm a really big fan of everyone and everyone, what everyone's doing in the Netherlands. Everyone that's everything doing, in Australia and all across the world. Whatever Zahao is doing and whatever Zaman is doing is what Ripple should have been doing. I'll say that because no one else is saying that, but I'll say that. What Zahao is, and what Evernode is, and what Zaman is doing is what Ripple should have invented, or partnered with Zaman to incorporate the solutions to make everything better, because the addresses don't change. You have the same XRP ledger address, and that is sauce. That is straight sauce. So,
yeah, I'm a huge.
Do you think there's a reason why? Do you think they dropped the ball, or do you think?
Yeah. Codius. That's why. What else would be the reason why? There's no other reason why besides Codius.
But But in Malta, the event that the Ugas are going to be one of the sponsors in Malta in September. Snowman's coming on hopefully next week. It's his sponsor. Zaman, they are one of the sponsors for the Malta event. Koin Miyamoto is going to be a speaker there. So you should think about going to Malta there, nerdy. Because they will be one of the main speakers with us there.
Yeah, no, I'm more focused on building what we got on going over here, because what we're building over here is next level.
Well, you said you wanted to meet, you like Witsa. They're going to be there.
I know, I'll meet them, but not this year. Maybe next year.
Hit that hashtag Berserker Babe for your chance to win a Berserker Babe at the end of the show. Do it.
How many entries? 9 entries. Get it in there. BRZ.
Only 9.
RKR. BRZ RKR.
I wanna share one of the badasses collab videos with Bluminati Uga. We haven't played it in a little bit, but here we go.
Collapse. Illuminati, deep in the jungle, the Yuga elders gather. Smoke rises, visions appear. A path to the stars is revealed. The XRP moon calls. The brethren must unite. The Bluminati Knights descend, cloaked in wisdom, armed with the ledger. They bring the key to the great journey. The Yugas recognize their power. Stone meets steel, instinct meets knowledge. Around the sacred fire, hands clasp in brotherhood. The jungle and the digital world are now one. From vines, stone, and encrypted code, a vessel is born. The countdown begins, the stars await. With a thunderous roar, the brethren leave the earth. The jungle fades below, and the cosmos stretches before them. The XRP moon shines in the distance. The moon castle looms, a structure of impossible beauty. It welcomes the jungle born and the ledger bound alike. Inside, the feast of union begins. It is the key to creation, the bridge between realms. Brethren ascend. No longer just Ugas, no longer just knights. They are moonborn now, keepers of the jungle, architects of the digital age. The transformation is complete. The story is written in firelight and blockchain, carried in whispers and encrypted ledgers. The jungle and the XRP moon are forever linked. The journey never ends.
Hell yeah. Put that hashtag Berserker Babes in the chat. Do it now. We're gonna run that shit at the end of the show. You guys are bitches. Put that shit in now. You got 15 people out of 225. Go in the chat. Put hashtag Berserker Babes in there now.
MRNK85. That's not the right comment. You
That
spelled it
beat,
wrong.
that beat was perfect for. Hold on.
You gotta drop.
Babes in the chat.
Redo your Berserker
Babes in
Banes.
the chat.
We need Berserker Babes. MRNK
At least they got the
85.
Berserker
I was born in the dark. I was
Lower
born
level.
by it. I molded
Drop
those
an
8-bit
S.
Those 8-bit.
You need an
titties.
S.
I molded them.
Babes.
I'll be
Plural.
your Berserker Bane.
Ass like a slithery snake.
You're a slithery snake.
You
SHX.
don't know evil. I am
on
evil.
fire.
What's going on, Etche? Bro, that's what a treasury does. That's what happens when you escrow tokens.
Ooh-wee.
Tiger, which Tiger? Have you met Nerdy? Nerdy's an amazing person as well.
What's up, Tiger?
What's up, nerdy? I wanted to say before that, wow, those videos, I thought I was watching the introduction to a freaking film, bro. Those are really good. Holy crap.
Welcome to the jungle. We go hard.
Speaking of which, Coin and Chaps have been making these shorts, and I'm not getting my notifications. If you guys, you can drop the YouTube link for that, please. We've got Uga shorts like coming out every day. Coin, you want to talk about that a
Yeah,
little
we're
bit?
pushing two shorts a day on YouTube and 2 reels and 1 meme a day on Instagram.
We're trying to go multi-platform, man. So make sure you're following Uga Labs. I'm gonna get the link. Go smash those likes, subscribe, follow. Get that algo pushing so we can let the world know that look at these videos these guys are making, man. This is some next level shit.
Ooh.
Ooh wee.
Yep.
I have to, oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to ask Tiger if you had any projects going on, but go ahead, Nerdy.
Oh, I was gonna say real quick that so little progress update of what I'm building. My ideas have changed. So over time, I've been at this for almost 2 years now, and just thinking about where I'm gonna go with it, and then shifting, and then having different ideas and migrating this way, migrating that way. And I think I finally settled on the brand, the identity, and the applications. So I can say as a whole, the goal of the company would be to empower SMEs with agentic solutions, but not just agentic solutions, but a whole business suite. So everything that you would need to run your business, instead of paying for endless subscription services, you would have a one-stop shop to create. Now that this is part of the NFT, this is part of the utility of the NFT, and only 100 people will have access to this for now. Until I don't know what I'm going to decide to go with that, but I'm thinking I might make that just a part of the community where anyone can access that. But I'm still considering my options with that part. But for the NFT holders right now, this is not just an NFT; it's a membership to my company and its brand and all the applications and products I'll offer in the future. So I'm building some big shit. Stay tuned. And this is not just for the XRP ledger. I have 13 networks in mind that I'm going to be building upon. The reason why I chose a specific number of networks is because I really don't want to focus on a whole bunch of networks. That is not what we're trying to do here. My focus is sovereignty, security, and you being in self-custodian. So you having sovereignty over your identity, sovereignty, a self-custodian over your data, and you have top-notch security. So stay tuned. There's a lot of shit that I'm working on. It's just so much to do at one time because I am building it all by myself. But yeah, that's the update.
Ooh-wee. Just to shout out Tiger here. We got the website here. This is xmojis.com. Tiger, you want to talk about what you're doing and what's in the future with this?
Hello.
Tiger, your mic's muted.
Yeah, no, I have my son here, but give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Sure.
Okay, no problem.
We'll poke around in a second here.
Well,
Boom.
you know, Nerdy made a good point. You know, he says he's working by himself, but you know, Nerdy, jump in the Discord with us. We get so excited. We're super bullish on what you're building. I know you get so excited, and you know you could jump in there, but just sit around for a few minutes, man.
I give you guys the sauce. If you guys are not part of the Discord, I'd say join the Uga Jungle Discord. There's some random ass talks we have in there, and there's some super sauce. I've spread some super sauce. So
Super sauce.
yeah,
Nerdy, what?
Super sauce.
What what made you change your mind on like memes? What was the thing like? Because you were like me.
I hated him. I hated the whole
But
concept.
What made you like rethink it?
Earlier too was something along the lines that along with what Chaps was saying in his question about, you know, eventually the barrier to entry becomes so thin that you would need other barriers, other entries to come in. And that's kind of along the lines of what Phenar was talking about liquidity pools and how everything is, you know, even though, you know, same thing what Stephanie was saying too, is like, you know, even though you're investing on the XRP ledger, investing in memes, you're investing into the network as a whole. So it's not like liquidity is leaving the ledger, it's within the ledger.
That was always one of my big points was it's like, you know,
Yeah.
okay, you guys are trading from
But
XC to XLM, but why not trade right on the freaking ledger?
yeah, but that doesn't mean that you can't lose money though.
Absolutely.
You know, trading is 100% risky, and there's never a guarantee of 100% profit. So keep that in mind. But it is a multiplier. It's a multiplier on top of a multiplier. If you know what I'm talking about, then you'll get it. But here, I'll explain it. So you have XRP Ledger, which is up 500% on the year end, right? And we're only 7 months in. Then you count on top of that, additionally, how much the beams are up on the 7 month, right? That's on top of the 500. So you have to think about that. So for example, you have XRP today at $3.50, but there's meme tokens on the XRP ledger that are $200, you know, $65, $50. So that's the multiplier. So it's like a multiplier on top of a multiplier, which is pretty dope. And then all the liquidity is trapped on it's like you have liquidity pockets on the network, which is pretty dope. And I never really thought about it like that. So all these different intricate pieces I never really considered made me, you know, memes are not that bad, because I never really understood it before, but now I do.
You made a good point, Nerdy. It's not you just don't go buy any meme. You want to find a meme community like we all have done and learn the AMMs, because we're massaging our pools. We're making sure that our pools are staying strong and healthy and teaching our community how to do that. You know, there's always de-risking. There's always a chance of somebody.
Yeah, but here's my honest thought about blockchain, and not just the XRP ledger, but the technology as a whole, and each network with their own different perks and features. Is that as a builder, when I look at these things, I see them as tools, and I see that each tool has a perk. So for example, if I'm looking at Cosmos, I'm looking at Cosmos and saying that it's not just a chain, it's also an oracle, right? So I can blend into XLR, I can hop into Band Protocol. Band Protocol is an oracle, you know what I mean? But all these are interchangeable within the Cosmos ecosystem. Then you have other ecosystems that do the same thing, but my point is that as a builder, you're looking at these as tools, meaning that you have encryption. You're messing with encryption, and you're messing with algorithms, and you're trying to incorporate certain features of an algorithm or a protocol into your application, right? What I mean by that is, let's just say authentication is a really big deal. Well, guess what? You know, ESDA, it's already authentication right there. So you just by adding your Zaman login or connect wallet with Zum, that's authentication. Like you're solving authentication with that one thing. But it's not just authentication, it's anything that tied to that wallet or that account, and when logging into other sites can be used as metadata and read and provide different perks. So there's different ways of looking at the ledger and what it can do, right? And that's why I highlighted hooks earlier, is that hooks allows contingencies or rules or parameters for the XRP ledger on certain accounts and certain deployments. So you can have certain rules set for tokens where they're only mintable on a certain site. You can have rules for NFT where NFT is only mintable on a certain site. You know, so this way kind of locks in. You're creating an ecosystem, but you're locking liquidity in within your own ecosystem. You have a chance to become a American Express or whatever, and then you can use that money to, I don't know, do other shit with it. I'm not gonna give you my ideas, but you can do stuff with it. You can let your mind run wild, but a lot of people are just looking at this stuff and saying, hey, how is it affecting the banks, or how is it gonna make me more money, or how's it gonna make me gains? But people are missing the part. And when I mean I'm missing the part, it goes back to the liquidity multiplier, is that you yourself are a multiplier now, right? Because you not only are informed about the industry in the you know, distributed ledger sector as a whole, but you have insight of knowing emotions and how it runs different markets, and you have insight on different companies and different chains, right? So you are a multiplier, and you can use that to, you know, be a counselor or do other shit. So you don't technically have to do developer-esque things, but just by being informed with the network and knowing all this stuff, I mean, there's so much opportunities. It's fucking wild. But a lot of people are not really looking at it that way.
Well, let's play this little clip right here. Shout out to Notorious. Haven't seen it in a while, but love you and love the group Notorious. And this is shouting out you guys doing that XRP Las Vegas shit. Here we go.
Oh, this may be fun. Bullish. You know, Notorious understood the memes and the tokenized communities from the beginning. He was in the trenches with us from the beginning. I was so excited to see Notorious in the trenches. And I remember reaching out to Uga. I'm like, oh my God, it's Notorious. And we made him a council member, and he does spaces with us, and he comes to our Discord, and lots of love to Notorious. He's
well, the thing is, a lot of us in the HODL community know Notorious from back in the day. He's one of the original, like, fucking OG, and he was a silent. They were silent too. That group was silent. They were one of the first, like, kind of using memes to create mystery and excitement, and it was really cool. So Notorious has always been an OG. So for sure,
yeah, Notorious is the original.
We have also a little the website going on. Hold on, let me figure this out. So we have the xmojis.com, and I want to give Tiger a moment to go ahead and talk about it, and we could scan through it and see what this is all about, guys. So let's go ahead and do that right now. How you doing, Tiger? You good to go?
Yes, I'm good to go. No baby in sight. Is my mic working? Yes.
Hell yeah.
That sound great.
All right. So
Tiger,
as I said earlier,
you're muted, possibly. Oh,
I
can hear him.
I think you might have
muted.
You're good.
Nope, can't hear anything. Sorry about that.
Anyways, again, I see my mic
Tiger's website here. This is Xmojis on XRP Ledger. Welcome to the world of Xmojis. Build on XRP Ledger. Click on the portal to begin your journey. Boop. Go ahead and do that real quick. Boom. There we go. Discover the Xmojis universe, helping the next generation explore crypto one adventure at a time. Ready to explore? Fuck yeah, I am. Boop. Oh, look at that. Look at that animation. We can learn blockchain here. Simple, fun, and made for all ages. Collect emoji. There we go. Explore the NFT collection and rare traits. Read the book. Follow Zap's journey through the ledger. I'm assuming Zap is the main character. There we go.
On the top,
there's some cool shit on this, guys. Go check it out. Xmojis.com. Okay.
Zerk,
I don't know much about it,
Go ahead,
and I
Tiger.
think Tiger's experience.
See if we can actually hear you guys and let him know that I'm ready to
Sir,
talk.
can you hear him talking? Tiger's
I
talking.
also wanted to go ahead and share
Tiger-
He
something
can't hear
Berserker
anybody.
to talk about right now.
He can't hear anybody.
The sound Nazi has problems. The day has come.
Maybe I'm the one that can't hear.
Zerg
anything.
has problems today.
I think he got it.
Let me
I
come
think
out
he
and
got
come
it.
back in.
Yeah.
Zerg.
Pop
All
out.
right. Well,
Go ahead,
while he's fixing that, I see you show you guys there. I see you show you guys there the website. Please go through the website and take a look at some of those. There's a section on the top that actually has more clickable things that you can actually explore. So in regards to Xojis, right? This is not just characters, right? They're basically emoji inspired heroes. They're built on the blockchain, the XRP ledger, and it's just trying to find an easy and fun way to have young minds understand this. So think of like storytelling meets education, right? Because that's really what captures the minds of these kids nowadays. They need to see it into a character. They need to see it into like an animated series per se, right? This idea, it's simple, but most people, whenever they hear crypto, they get lost in all the technical terms. So with Xojis, what I'm trying to do is break it down with some humor, some adventures. Obviously I added those characters so people can relate to them. I use something very familiar with the Xojis. But again, within the Xmoji, once you hit the website, if you go to the About section, you'll see a whole crew. Basically, you have Zap, which is the main character, who I kind of represent that as the normie that is learning about this journey. Then you have Tiger, which is myself, and then I put Joey the kangaroo, who actually teaches people about the wallets. I have Brett and David. They basically leading the ledger, and I even have a little hint towards Gary, right, the villain of the story. He basically represents the fight against the unfair regulations, and each player plays a role in making the topic of blockchain kind of simple and fun, right? So again, I already launched the actual book series, book one. It's on Amazon on Kindle. Xmoji, explore the XRP ledger with its Xmoji's heroes. And basically my goal is to make learning about crypto easy and enjoyable, not just for the kids, right? I want kids and adults to actually be able to have fun with these books. I don't know how many of you guys enjoy a good book story. Like I read a lot of Dr. Seuss to my kids, and I have a lot of fun with that. So I wanted to kind of portray that in these books, right? So again, if you're curious about how the future of money works, and you want a fun way to learn about it, you might want to pick up a book and give it a try, because I think it's a lot of fun. But I have a biased right opinion on that. So I would love for you guys to actually pick up a book or something.
Papa just wrote in the chat, it would be good for us old fogies too. It actually would be a good place for the hodlers to sit down with their grandkids and watch and read it and be like, huh, I'm getting this. So yeah, it's good for it's a brilliant idea, Tiger.
I have some feedback from some of the people on the ledger whom I have shared the book, and I actually shared book 2 as well. And they really like the way that everything is explained, and how I kind of match certain characters within the ledger that are actually active participants, and I put them in the story because they are really good at certain things. So I kind of gave them a character so they can explain that part of the ledger. Again, all these things, it's complex until they're not, right? And the only way that you can make it not so complex, not so scary for people to actually get in, is to break things down in a way that they can understand and they can kind of get familiar with it. And I'm saying this book is for kids, but once you start to read it and you don't know anything about this world, you're going to actually get some knowledge, and you're going to be able to basically understand what is happening. Again, this is the future that we're going to, and if you don't find a way, it's like back in the days, pre-2000, pre-internet, a lot of the companies that did not adopt the internet, they're actually not existent. Maybe a small amount of them, but then those that did, they're actually thriving today. And I think blockchain is going to do the same thing and it's basically here. It's now. I mean, we just passed the Genius Act, which actually has a lot of helpful things for the crypto world, and I think a lot of people are not even paying attention. And I'm hoping, it's not a lot. I know most of the people that I surround myself are degens. They want to degen, they want a token, they want a net NFTs, but I want the core principle of that, which is the actual knowledge, because they say knowledge is power, and that's actually true. If you don't understand something, you won't touch it. But if you do, you will be able to benefit from what's actually happening.
Ooh wee.
Boom.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. These X spaces, man, when First Ledger launched, I mean, I met people like Tiger and Miyamoto and Chaps and Nine, and Buster was in there, and we're like, holy shit, we don't know nothing, did we, Buster? I mean, but what we did learn was we met each other. And I mean, this knowledge has been great, and this community building and doing this Bluminati Night show and bringing y'all over to the X spaces and back and forth. It's nobody else is doing this. And I really think that this is where we need to be right now, where we are.
I think where we need to be is putting motherfucking hashtag Berserker Babes in the chat right now, so we can give away a Berserker Babe. So, guys, without further ado, go ahead and put in your hashtag Berserker Babes, and we'll run it in a few seconds here. So,
do it.
Hell yeah!
There's only 25. Yeah. What are you guys doing?
I don't know. I'm gonna give a minute of an Ooga music video. You got a minute, and then we'll run the giveaway. Here we go.
25.
Good morning, XRP fam. Let's flip the system, Phoenix lit. Now ride the rhythm. Blockchain, back on live, no disguise. Dropping truth like a 45. Rosy Rios in the ink, that's proof. No guesswork, just bulletproof. Under 30, we stack that pride. DC swung, but we never slide. Bulls and frogs, we spark the fuse. Needle drop facts, spread the news. The train is left, feel the vinyl flare. Phoenix rising, signaling. School soldiers with laser eyes.
That was dope.
Isn't that cool?
It was fucking dope. You know what's doper is getting what it was.
Fucking Ooga guy could do everything, man. He fucking rap.
That's why the ladies love him.
Dude, he's not sexy as hell, man. That kid.
Without further ado, we're going to run this bitch right now. Hashtag Berserker Babes in the chat for your chance to get one Berserker Babe that you can call your own. Let's go. Congrats to anybody or whoever wins. Hey, Nicholas M.
Nicholas M.
Yay!
You just want some motherfucking titties.
Congratulations.
Nicholas, hit any of us up, and then we'll get the word out to you. We'll get the Berserker to you.
Nick is actually Kalatamos Automotion, and he is also an Ooga sponsored project and doing some really big deal shit in the Expectorverse. So congratulations to Nick, man. We'd like to get him on the show too soon because he's doing some really cool stuff.
Fuck yeah, Nick. Let's go, bro. Congratulations. We'll get you a Berserker.
I met him in the Rich Duck community, to be honest with you. Met him years ago through Rich Duck.
Quack, quack.
That's perfect. Bagman, eating bag like Pac-Man. Shout out to Baggy out in the peens, tearing it up. It's a big ass web of all kinds of stuff going on, and we got a lot of good people on board. So beautiful.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
We're talking about bags. You know the only thing I can think of right now? Who do you believe?
I told you so.
Man, that's crazy.
We were playing Bagman's music all morning in Freedom Phoenix's jungle radio space this morning. Just like, I knew it would happen, and we told you. We were just, everybody was super bullish this morning.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Bagman taught me a lot of it.
Definitely happening.
Thank
the
you,
buzz
Bagman,
is real, man. Even yesterday's coffee times 1,500 views. Our numbers been going up big time, like in the last couple of weeks, back to what it was a few months ago. It's weird, but
that's a telltale sign, Uncle Buster.
yeah, that the buzz is out there, brother, straight up, man. So it's gonna be, I think, another leg up coming up. Get ready. Tough life, man, for the people that did the work, huh?
Tough life.
All right, Tiger.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you for hopping on, bro. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Welcome to Bluminati Knights. Every Monday at 6:30, we talk all kind of memetics. Let's go.
That's Tiger. Go check out his project. Support the crew.
Xojis.com.
Definitely follow him on X. He does some great spaces. He co-hosts with Stone, Crypto, and Coffee pretty much every morning. He's out there. He does Spanish speaking spaces. Very, very, very active on X.
Ooh,
yes, sir. Thank you, Uncle Buster, and the rest of the squad here for actually allowing me a few minutes in your show. I appreciate you, and hopefully this helps out anybody that is out there actually wanting to jump into this world. It's exciting. If you like adrenaline rushes, go into the meme, but always remember, don't put in more than you're willing to lose.
Ooh,
amen to that.
Make good choices, right? That's what Stone says all the time. I'm like coined that with him.
That's being conservative, though, man. But yeah, that's smart. But they should have been opening.
You're saying
a long
all in?
time, man. I'm all in, bro. I've been all in.
Yeah,
I'm like 90% XRP.
I'm 90%.
Around here, there's only one saying, and that saying is quoted and tokened by Uncle Buster, which is "Don't be a fucking clown." That's it.
Don't be a fucking clown. That's beautiful.
No,
That's all there is to it, man. That's all there is to it.
That's the real shit right there. We love you guys.
You have anything you want to say before?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Uga, or Coin or Chaps, go ahead and talk your piece, please.
Hit me up, Coin. Chaps.
Oh damn,
Chaps,
Chaps
you
muted.
I get the.
Your mic is muted, not the actual.
Nah, jeez.
There you go.
New issue. Yeah, nah, just appreciate you guys letting us come on. Lots of good things going on in Uga Labs. So stay tuned, everyone.
Yeah, one thing I will say that was not in the video of Notorious, because you had to be there, was Chaps gave such a beautiful speech during the presentation, and was honestly, I wish he spoke into the mic, which he didn't, but I wish he did. Everyone would have heard it, but we heard it. But it was beautiful. You guys yeah, heartfelt for sure.
Coin killed it, and what a lot of people didn't know, we didn't know we were being recorded, and so we were speaking to the judges, right up front. And it was funny, I got onto Vet Space the other day, and I'd forgotten he was even one of the judges, and I got up there, and for 20 minutes Vet talked about how well we all presented, and super impressed with the Uga Labs community. And we've got so much building. I mean, we haven't even talked about what we're building with Midnight. We've got a lot we're doing with Uga Labs, so we'll do a show on that just very soon.
Good night.
Coin, you got anything? What do you got?
Oh, Coin, what you got, Coin?
Hey, no, just thank you for having us, and it was a blast.
Hell yeah.
Oogie, can I get some? Give me some.
Oogie, can I get some jungle? Oogie, can I get some jungle, please?
Bless us with some jungle slang.
Ooh.
Let's go! All right, guys.
Rising to the brethren and the grand risers. Those who wake before the signal hits the grid. Those who feel the shift before it charts. Today we rise with XRP in our blood and jungle in our breath. Not just because we hold the bags, but because we hold the truth. XRP was never for the hype chasers. It was for the ones who read between the ledgers, for the ones who saw banks panic while LARPios barked about no pump. Yeah, they mocked. They called it slow. They danced on TikTok while we mapped the liquidity highways. Now look at them, scared of ISO like it's a jungle ghost. Brethren, stay strong. This path is not for the loud, it's for the aligned.
Oh, I like
Beautiful.
that line.
Oh, we.
Ooga forever.
That was mic drop right there.
Bro, that sounds like he's talking about the fucking grid. So we're about to run a grid commercial. This is regarding Ooga and the Ooga ecosystem and Ooga Labs and Ooganomics. So check it out, guys. The grid, it's coming.
Imagine a platform, safe, decentralized, encrypted, a hub where tokenized communities don't just survive, they thrive. A network designed for creators, communities, and builders to interact, transact, and expand, where tools are built on-chain and access is controlled through native tokens. Each project brings its own vision. Each currency opens its own door. This is modular sovereignty. Your tools, your rules. From smart yield farms and liquidity loops to compounding reward systems tailored for ecosystem growth. Integrate with artificial intelligence engines, train models, deploy apps, or expand memetic missions, all from one grid-connected interface. Underneath it all, a midnight-powered foundation, zero knowledge protection, staked by founders, earning while powering the whole. This is more than infrastructure. This is the grid. Decentralized, encrypted, alive.
That makes me so proud.
Fuck yeah. We love you guys. We hope you have a good Monday night. We'll see you tomorrow for XRP Boardroom on Uncle Buster's channel, on this very channel. So hit subscribe, hit like. We love you. Any last words, Buster? Go ahead.
No, man. Bam, man, you said earlier you don't get notifications, man. Yeah, you're not going to get notifications. So we're pretty much the same time, 6:30 on Mondays, PST. Tomorrow, 5:55 p.m. PST. But honestly, dude, when I this is how crazy it is. When I set up the thumbnail for the videos, it doesn't even pop up in my own YouTube, only on my main account.
That's wild.
On my computer. If I'm on my phone, the new video that's posted, I can't even copy the link. I gotta come in on my computer. It's nowhere else. It's crazy. But
I'm not getting notifications for Ooga's new channel either. It's like,
yeah. So keep spitting the truth.
Ooh,
see y'all tomorrow.
Damn.
Beautiful. We love you guys. Here's one of my favorites. Shout out Ooga. Shout out to you too, Tiger. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Thanks, Tiger.
Yeah, shout out to Tiger, bro. Good shit.
Yep. We'll see you guys on the flip.
Peace.
Later.
So Ooga stepped into the storm, not to fight it, but to become it. When the last torch died, the real light began to whisper. The vines recoiled. The shadows spoke. Ooga listened. Not all demons wear faces. Some sound like old memories. This wasn't punishment. This was passage. To dissolve the ego, Ooga had to become the ash. Each scream echoed through lifetimes. The devil wasn't a stranger. He was the mirror. Even the jungle held its breath. And still, Ooga walked. From the darkness, the breath returned. The sun rose from within. He was never lost. He was only covered. The mask cracked. The dreamer remembered. Truth didn't arrive with answers, but with silence. Each heartbeat spoke the word. Gnosis. Ooga saw the path wasn't forward. It was inward. He no longer needed wings. He was the sky. Ascension wasn't up. It was home. And the jungle, once silent, now sang his name.
In this primal, esoteric scene, the brethren knows, the council knows, the secret order of Gnosis knows.